welcome to episode 105 of the Concealed Taco Dudes podcast.
Woohoo! Gene with the delayed reaction.
We are excited to be here tonight.
Back in the
studio.
The studio.
Yeah, nice quality sounding studio.
Yes.
No dogs barging in.
No
That was hilarious. That scared the crap out of me.
Just ran into the door.
Yeah, all of a sudden, bam! I'm like, holy crap, what was that? Oh, that's just, what's the dog's name?
Roscoe.
Roscoe. That's just Roscoe wants to come in. Holy crap. Anyway, yes. Yeah. Nice.
So I actually, man, I wish I could have been there for that episode.
It was a fun one.
Yeah.
That was a ton of fun.
I have since been to Utah Air Guns probably like 3 or 4 times.
And did you shoot I can't remember what it's called now. The semi-automatic?
The 30 cal?
I did not shoot that one. I actually don't have much interest in a semi-auto because I had a semi-auto.
Yeah,
this one was interesting.
Blitz.
Yeah, the
Blitz.
Blitz.
Being useful.
So
Yeah.
the Blitz was, I could switch it to full auto. And
and it was 30 also.
It was a 30 cal, and so I was casting pellets for it and bursting that, and my kids thought it was the coolest thing ever. But
nice.
It's like when you're casting your pellets.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can burn through a lot of them real fast in full auto.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was kind of getting into more of the accurate shooting, so I traded that in.
I can see a purpose for it moving forward as they become more popular and more of the shooting games get more incorporated into air guns, where you could potentially do like a 3-gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you had like a 3-gun type air gun thing, I don't know how you do with a shotgun, but
I'm thinking Prairie Dog Town.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you get like a really good accurate gun, you can just sit back from farther away and just destroy them.
But with a full auto, you could just rush them.
I see Gene running through the desert.
Get some.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting is a while back, a few years back, I did a duel on the dueling tree, and I was using just my lever action Rossi 92, and my relative was using his full auto Mac 11. And, of course, people thought he was just going to
sweep it.
Yeah, just destroy me because he could just, hold that trigger down and spin it up.
Yeah.
But I destroyed him. Yeah.
I believe it.
And it's just with the,
Well, a full auto, especially you're talking of powder burner, is a little harder to control.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Especially a Mac 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are horrible. They have a little loop on the front that you put your thumb through.
Oh, God.
And that's to help you hold it down.
Hold it down.
Yeah.
You need to tie it to the ground instead.
So it's a cool gun. I don't know if I'd ever buy one of those just because you go through a mag or two and then you're like, that was cool. How much money did I just spend?
Yeah.
And it's worth it, you know, for the experience of full auto. But after that, it's like,
That's kind of me. I've shot a little bit full auto stuff, and they're fun to shoot, but I don't know if I
mean, they're not useful for everyday things, but again, Prairie Dog Town.
Yep.
Okay, let's hit some sponsors real quick. What's new at NOE? Anything?
Yes, they just barely sent out a little mailer message
With a whole bunch of new
they've
stuff.
run a lot of new molds, or I guess they've run a lot of molds of previous designs. And I was talking to Al on the phone.
List of new inventory.
Yeah, replenishing the inventory. So if you've been looking for something and it hasn't been in stock for a while, you might want to take a look again. But I guess he was telling me about his inventory dollar amount.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty much doubled.
Oh wow.
So
that's saying something because it's pretty high normally.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize that when you have that many designs, and then you have plain base, and you have gas check models, you have hollow point models,
Right.
and 2-cavity, 3-cavity, 4, 5.
Yeah,
it's tricky to keep
It's
everything in
impressive
stock. Yeah.
seeing his shelves of bullet molds.
And that's why I build it after you order it. To keep my inventory low. But my product is a little
Otherwise-
quicker to produce also, I think.
Otherwise, you end up with your anniversary sale
Oh,
where
gosh.
you have boxes of random weird stuff.
I still have tons of oddball stuff I need to get rid
bought
of.
like 5 holsters from you from that.
I
those
know.
boxes.
I know you did. I know. But like
You
even
should
today I built a CS1 inside the waistband holster for a Glock 19 with an RMR. Pretty common holster. He wanted it on horsehide, and I put it on regular cowhide. And I was going to put it in the bag to send it off to shipping, and I went, crap! I gotta make another one now. So if you have a Glock 19 with an RMR on it, and you want something shipped quick, go ahead and place your order now.
Hey, doesn't Carl?
Yeah, I know he has had.
He has had one. Yeah.
You never know what he still has.
Yeah, true.
But yeah. So anyway.
Okay, my idea to just be done with all those extra things and then get a little bit of a payout.
Okay.
Instead of trying to sell them all cheap, you just
Double
throw
the
it in.
price?
No, you throw it in one huge box and sell it at a case lot.
A case lot sale.
It's the Concealment Solutions case lot sale. You get one box with how many holsters? It's like 20 or
100.
You could do whatever fits in a flat rate box.
that's not very
And be
many.
like, you could fit quite a few.
No, you got to get one of those
So-
giant Costco boxes. Throw everything in,
I'm
and
not
then
sure how effective that would be because chances
There's
are.
some poor devil out there that has a little gun shop that's like, I love his holsters. I want to offer a ton, and that'd be his way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get weird left-handed
That's all right.
stuff.
Doesn't
with
matter.
Lights that nobody puts on their guns.
see that's the thing is if it's offered cheap enough, like $500
will
bucks
modify
or
it.
whatever,
Yeah.
then
All you need is a heat gun and stuff.
and some knowledge and some
Some-
skills.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you send it out cheap enough and he sells it cheap enough, whoever buys it, they're like, hey, I got this holster. It's normally $100.
And then they go to
I
my
paid
website when they want
25.
another one and go, I'm not paying that much. I got this one for $5.
Well, that's true.
It doesn't matter though. You got your
It
money's
gets it-
worth out of it.
Gets it out of there.
Yeah.
You know? I do that when I do estates
Yeah.
and end up with bins of holsters.
Yeah.
I'll take the ones that are weird and I'll throw them on eBay.
Yeah.
Box lot, gun show lot of holsters.
Uh-huh.
And some poor sucker will bid them up and buy them.
Yeah.
And the best part, I don't have to deal with them anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should do that. Because it's too much work to try and sell them individually.
Yeah.
Because you got to take pictures and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
Throw
Don't
them all
even.
together.
Yeah. Don't even.
here's a whole pile of holsters. Knock yourself out. See the pictures for descriptions.
Or
Yeah.
what you do is you just take your camera and you just kind of move it,
Nobody
pan
would
across
know.
all the
I
holsters.
can look at a holster and know what gun it fits.
It doesn't matter.
In a lot of cases, nobody else
just
can.
so they see what's inside the box. They don't
Yeah.
have to know what it is,
Yeah.
but they can see what it is.
People
in the
like
box.
gambling.
Yeah.
They like the thrill.
Yeah, because there's those
Of-
auctions places where you just buy those huge.
Buy a pallet.
Yeah, like
Buy a
Lee does
pallet.
He does that all the time, I know.
He makes a few bucks on that.
And then he sends me home with fake Christmas trees. What am I going to do with this?
He had like a diesel turbo on one of his.
He's got
gets some
really
crazy
cool
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, that one.
But I'm not sure what this has to do with NOE, which is where we started.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Inventory. They have
yeah,
lots
inventory.
of inventory.
Welcome to the tent.
What is the discount code for NOE?
FLT001.
Save you 10% on anything you want. So go check them out at noebulletmolds.com.
Correct.
Black Ice Coatings, since we're talking about Lee. Man, that guy does some good stuff.
He does.
I was
his work.
out on my single speed Monday. Man, I love that bike.
Do you have a name for that bike yet?
Rocinante.
Yeah.
Rocinante.
It is permanently labeled on the bike.
Oh, okay.
Under the clear coat.
Yeah,
Yep.
I still want to get like the whole pink pigs, flying
pigs.
Yeah. I need to.
You just got to take him something.
I know. What should I take him?
Get another High Point.
I have another one. Huh.
Oh gosh.
I need the fork on my bike that I ride most of the time. The paint on it looks like crap. The rest of the bike's in great shape, but it's like, I don't know what it's done. But so I'm thinking at the end of the season, I may take it to him and have it redone, but I don't know what I want to do. The whole bike is it's black with orange lettering, so I don't know what if I want to go crazy with it. I'm not going to do the whole bike.
You know what I should do?
Maybe I should do flying pigs.
Flying. Maybe on my first rifle chambered in 35 Tacotini.
There you go.
Flying pigs.
That will draw
and
some
that's
attention.
like, you'll create your own cartridge when pigs fly. Oh, yeah?
I like that idea.
Yeah, anyways.
I like the name, the Tacotini.
Yeah. Do you know where that comes from?
I'm assuming like a martini with a taco in it.
That's what I think of every time.
Yeah, the Martini Henry.
Oh, okay.
So you know how that cartridge, it's a big cartridge, but it has a long neck.
Yeah.
So we were kind of when we were playing with the prototype brass that we were cutting and sizing and stuff, we wanted it to have a little bit longer neck. So it looks kind of like a smaller, sized down version of that.
Okay. And what is it based on?
What was that?
What's the parent case?
So 308 Winchester.
Okay.
It's kind of like a big 300 blackout with a little bit longer neck for cast bullets.
I like the name.
Yeah. Just because of the name, you should get one.
You had me at Tacotini.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Back to Black Ice
Coatings. Give Lee a call. Tell him slickery.
Teflon coating, hydro dipping. He does awesome work. Just look at him on Instagram and you'll appreciate what he does. He just posted pictures of a cow AR. Black and white
I saw that
spotted
one.
Cow.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was kind of cute.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah.
I want to get a gun done as a Nerf gun. I know that breaks so many
Yes.
rules and whatever, but I want to do it.
Rules are made to be broken. Laws are made to be challenged. As long as you don't put...
Wait, he's still thinking. Come on, Gene, wrap it up.
I say do it.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
You, of course, would not want to have that be a carry gun or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to jump into listener feedback, but we're going to start with a little bit different listener feedback. Today, in the mail, I received something from Glenn, who was the winner of the Diana Bandit pistol in our big drawing.
Okay, I have a message from him, so I'll read that, and then you can
go for
read yours. Okay. So Glenn R says, "Thank you all so much for the new airgun. Thanks for the extra swag as well."
I threw in a bunch of stickers and stuff. Yeah.
Can't wait to take out some tree rats with it. And then he says, "I am mailing you guys a few things you may enjoy as well."
So, what we have here from Glenn is a Swiss Army knife, the Tinker, which is pretty cool. It's got some very useful tools on it. Screwdrivers and blades and can openers and whatnot. With a note on it says, and there is a bag of dice.
Very attractive dice.
They are very...
They look fancy.
Guns on. There's no number one. It's got guns on it.
A gun for number one?
And it says Grand R and a phone number. I don't know what that...
The maker of the dice.
Maybe. But it's cool. See?
All right. So what does it say?
So the note says, each person take one die. All roll. Highest gets the knife. Thanks for the air pistol. Keep up the good work. Okay. So there's only 3 of us here today, but we will roll for the 3 who are missing.
Okay. I'll roll for Carl, real quick. He got a 1. Okay, now Stan, I'll roll Stan's. Oh, he got a 1 also.
What are the odds?
Okay, now Mark's turn.
Okay.
A 1!
That's
Oh,
amazing.
jeez. I like our odds now.
Our odds are
I do
pretty
too.
good. All right, Gene's going. Ooh, a 3.
Ooh, a 3. Well, he beats the 1s.
Oh! Taco got a 6. There's no rules about tiebreakers.
You just have to break the knife in half then.
Yeah! It's a
Jason
tie!
got a 6.
All right. Well, I guess
Okay,
you
this
guys
is-
roll again.
This is the
Sudden
tie
death. Sudden
breaker.
death. Roll at the same time.
Well, you got to go first because I went first last time.
Okay.
There's
Ooh.
a 4.
4. That's a nice solid,
That's a
just
solid
above.
entry.
And that one doesn't
It
count.
went off. No, default. You lose.
It's under your shoe.
You got to try this other one. Here, you
something.
got to roll again.
Okay.
Doesn't count when they hit the
It's a
carpet.
good thing you sent us 6
Okay.
dice.
Yeah.
Taco already
One
lost
down.
one.
Oh, no. I got the guns. The guns always beat everything.
Awesome.
Oh.
Okay, so Jason wins.
Thanks for the knife, Glenn. That will go in a bug out bag or
I was going to say,
something.
that's like a perfect thing to go into a bug
Yeah.
out bag
Oh, yeah.
Or your glove box.
or your son's Christmas present.
Ooh.
Stocking stuffer.
He's likes knives a lot.
So you can never have too many knives.
You can't.
This is true. And if you do get too many, just give some away
So
to
you can
people
get
that
more.
also appreciate them. Yeah.
Oh,
then you
real
can
quick.
get better knives.
Speaking of knives,
There's no real quick.
so
A new one?
No, this is my old one. So this is the one where I busted. It's my Kershaw that I carry every day.
Oh yeah.
So I busted the tip off a while back, and I turned it into a Tonto blade.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, it actually works good. But this one, the spring broke inside of it,
Yeah.
and I was pretty bummed. I was like, it's my favorite knife to
Did you
carry
send
on
it
my
back
belt.
to Kershaw?
No, I found out that I contacted them on their website.
Yeah.
I said, hey, the spring broke, and I could use a new clip because I had a broken clip on a different knife that was the same
Yeah.
clip. So they said, okay, give us your information, and gave them the information. They sent me the clip with 2 screws and the spring, and I took the knife apart, put the
Put it all
spring in,
together?
put it
Cool.
back together,
Nice.
and it opens just like new.
Nice.
So it made me super happy. Like, Kershaws are kind of, they're cheap
they're
enough
user
that they're,
grade.
yeah, they're cheap enough that, and this one's one of them, just slightly more expensive because it's made in the USA.
Oh.
They have their Chinese ones and then their
Right.
USA made ones. But they're like, it's almost like a throwaway knife when it breaks,
Yeah.
but you get used to carrying one specific knife.
Right.
And so it was cool to
Yeah.
be able to fix it and,
good that
and
they have
not
good
throw away
customer
something
service.
that,
It's nice to send an email to a company and get a response.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. So
Kershaw's solid.
Kershaw, they rock. I mean,
Nice.
I've got a lot of Kershaw
Yeah.
knives.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are you holding there, Gene?
Well, since we're talking knives, I splurged and bought myself another Benchmade.
Okay, I want to see. It matches your shirt.
It does. I forget what the model is, but it's like a high-end Benchmade. I got it kind of cheap.
I like the blade's got a little bit of a curve in it.
It does.
Yeah,
It's not a karambit, not that steep, but it's got
It's got that nice little.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
got some
reverse
like
curve in
nice, what do you call it? The grinding in
Yeah.
it. It has some
Yeah.
on top, and then there's 3 different levels or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's really nice how they did it. So the tip, it's got a little thicker grind there,
Yeah.
so it's less likely to break.
Yeah.
If you're needing to, stick a pig or anything like that. But I figure it'll be a good steak knife for a.
Yeah.
when you're camping and stuff.
I mean, for in steakhouses, because they never have good steak knives.
You pull out your own knife.
Yeah, when I go to a steakhouse, I get dressed up and I'll have a really nice knife with me.
You gotta get one of those like fixed blade.
I've done that. Pull out like a $500 custom fixed blade. And, do you want a different steak knife? No, this one's great. The steak's tough, but it still cuts like butter.
That's awesome.
Nice. Cool. Taco's got some listener feedback for us.
Okay. All right. So this first one is from John C. And he says, been listening to you guys for years. 4 years or for years?
I don't know. You're looking at the spelling, not me.
Yeah, it's for years.
Okay.
Back to Gun Dudes days. Love the show. Keep up the good work. I'm wondering what air guns, parentheses S, you would recommend for a starter to air guns that will work well around house for critters like chipmunks and squirrels. Have neighbors all around on 1.5 acres and don't want to draw too much attention with a 17, I assume he means 17 HMR,
Right.
or 22
Yeah.
long rifle. Next step is a suppressor, I suppose, but been hearing you go on about air guns and thought I'd try them out. P.S. I have a few holsters from Jason and an original mag holder from years ago.
Wow.
Need
Nice,
to
very
get
cool.
Jason soon on a chest rig for my Desert Eagle 50.
Ooh.
So many items on the wish list.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll have to
So-
find out if it's the same model as mine.
Yeah. Desert Eagles. There's
They're a little bit
there's
different.
no dummy guns out there,
Yeah.
and I'm not buying a Desert Eagle to build holsters.
Dude, this is like the, fifth guy needing a Desert Eagle holster? I think you should buy one.
Can't you
For-
just
for the
borrow
sake
one
of
and
the
make
shop.
So if I buy a Desert Eagle and I build 5 holsters for it, that will pay for a quarter of the gun.
How about this? You pay for half, I'll pay the other half, and I'll keep it and shoot it. And whenever you need it, I will let you use it, and I'll never
It's
sell
a
it.
very generous offer.
Yeah, then you only have to pay. Then you'd only have to make 10 holsters to make up
my money
to break
back.
even. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you'd have a mold for the rest of the.
Back to his question.
Okay, yeah, air guns.
I strongly recommend the Benjamin Marauder pistol. Or they do a Marauder rifle also. I haven't shot it. I assume it's going to perform very much like the pistol does. Thing I like about the pistol is it comes with a stock, so you have this little compact carbine
Yeah,
for critters and varmints, in the yard. It is excellent. And
yeah. Part of it though, we need to know his budget. Like he
So-
might be like a buy once, cry once guy.
Yeah.
But
that's
he
true.
also mentioned like a starter air gun.
yeah, so this
Yeah.
this retails for $380.
Yeah, so
which
you
might
could-
sound like a lot when you're comparing it to like a decent 22 rifle.
Mm-hmm.
You're in that same ballpark,
Yeah.
but
Well, and if
it's
he's
a-
wanting something cheaper, he could look at.
Nah.
Like
Don't go cheaper than that.
well, I'm saying, if you go with a non PCP gun,
yeah,
like an RWS Springer, you can get those for around 200.
Yeah.
Beeman, they make some good guns.
there
for-
are some good.
Yeah.
Dude, once you shoot the
But-
PCPs,
Yeah.
there's no going back.
They're nice.
True.
Well, I mean, I've shot both, and I still, for taking care of pests around the house, I've still got the Beeman sitting out in the shop.
Yeah,
The FX Crown.
When
When you want to shoot the eyeball off that mouse, you can. I'm telling you,
I
flies
know.
at 30 yards.
I
I
believe,
believe
you.
it.
Yeah.
But sometimes the pests aren't 30 yards. Sometimes they're me to you. And then
Yeah.
it's nice to have something,
Little pistol.
a little like the Diana,
Diana
Bandit.
Bandit.
So I've killed more mice with that.
That's when you just no scope them.
Yeah, that's
Which
just on
I
the
will
sights.
say, my friend and I each had a no scope kill on our little varmint hunt,
Nice.
airgun varmint hunt.
So, if I can finish, the Benjamin Marauder, accompanied with the Huggett Atom moderator,
Yeah.
excellent combination, super quiet. The only downside to it, now he says he's on like an acre and a half,
Yeah.
something like that. So he's got some room.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be ideal for shots outside
longer
of like
shots.
50 yards.
Well, and what would you say as far as caliber? Like, would you go
22.
177 or
I would say 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially where he's got some space.
He's got space around him. If he was
something
if it
that's
was
going to carry a little bit
tighter
further.
quarters, I'd say the 177
Yeah.
airgun.
But even that
177s are
That Marauder
Lower
in 22,
velocity.
it's only about 700 feet per second. So
yeah.
Yeah.
still effective, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not a long range gun at all. So
Mhm.
Well, in an acre and a half, you don't really need long range.
no.
But realistically,
if you're
a long
shooting
shot
from
would
one
be
side of the yard
50
to the
yards.
other, you could stretch it out.
Yeah, good.
So another one in kind of a budget-friendly price range is the I'm gonna totally draw a blank. The Hotson
Flash.
Yeah, the Hotson Flash.
They also have the other one, the Air Venturi Avenger.
Oh, that's the one I
yeah.
was.
That one
That's
is
a nice one.
a regulated one.
That's the one I was thinking of.
It's about $300.
Yeah.
It has a lot of cool features. The downsides, in my opinion, are that the magazine goes up, which means your scope has to be quite a bit higher than the bore.
Yeah, and that's the way the Marauder is too.
Yeah. And then the other downside is it has a lot of plastic on it, and it feels cheap,
Yeah.
even though it has a lot of nice features and it shoots
Yeah.
well.
But for that price range, you really can't expect a whole lot of.
And I would say if you're a buy once, cry once guy, I would jump up to like a Catran, an Air Max Catran in 22.
Yeah.
And that thing you will not regret.
Those
At
are
least
cool.
I haven't regretted mine in 177, and I will say the 177 has enough potency for stuff.
And in that same price range, you could look at like an FX Wildcat. The Mark
Wildcat
III.
is a good one too.
Yeah.
The reason I like the Catran though is that there's a lot of reasons to like it.
Yeah.
It's machined, it's metal, it feels good, has a
tight,
folding stock.
and not that the
It has a
FX
little bit of
doesn't,
like
but-
suppression built on the end, and then it's threaded on the end for you could throw one of the moderators on there.
Yeah.
In addition to that, and then the magazines go down, so you can mount the scope a little bit lower to your bore axis.
Nice.
So lots of reasons to love that gun, and I do.
Yeah.
And retail-wise, what do those run?
Those are going to
They're
be
about
more. They're
12.
about a 12-ish. It depends. They have a lot of different sizes.
Yeah, there's different
Well, if you're going to
features
spend
you
12,
can get.
you might as well just buy the FX Crown and just jump up to and pay like 17.
Like 18.
18. Two.
Well, it depends. Like if you get the plastic stock or a composite stock, they're I think they're 17.
Yeah.
Is it?
Ish.
I have the composite stock,
Ish.
and I really
Don't
like
quote
it.
me on this. Don't go to Utah Air Guns and be like, hey, Gene said it was this much.
I want
I'm
the
saying
Gene
ish.
discount. I want to buy the Crown, and I only want to spend 17.
Okay, I'll say it's like $2,000 ish with pellets and some
Yeah,
accessories.
but that's like a big difference if you like go from 12
That's if
to like.
if you already have an air tank.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that'd be my next one up. Would be
Yeah.
the
Basically, if you're just gonna get into it, even at some of the budget friendly guns in the say $300 to $500 range, with everything else you need, the air tank and all the other stuff, you still need to figure you're gonna spend about $1,000 to get started. After that, then you're just in it the gun, and pellets don't count because they're cheap.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I brought up the Springers.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody's wanting
That's
to just
true.
shoot pests.
'Kay,
They're
we gotta-
powerful and good. But anyway,
we got to move on.
Yeah.
Okay. And Chestnut L says, Taco and crew, I like the recent episode where casting and the equipment required at different price points. Please do more of these kinds of episodes. I would like to add that casters who have the Lee 420 pot do not have to put up with the endless dripping. To fix mine, I disassembled the pot so you can remove the valve pin and have access to the orifice on the bottom of the pot. Clean the valve pin and the orifice carefully, pinch a bit of very fine sandpaper, maybe 400 or so, between your fingers and spin the valve pin point the last 3/4 of it till it's shiny. Repeat with 600 grit. Polishing the orifice is a bit tricky, but can be done by wrapping a little bit of the same sandpaper around the pin. Reassemble and enjoy a much improved low-cost casting pot. I also made a mold resting guide from shop scraps, and he had a picture of that.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
I like
Cool.
people that aren't afraid to modify a piece of equipment to make it do what they need it to. I
Yeah.
think that's
Well, I'm
cool.
glad he's got it working good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and this other one, Phil
Phil?
says, concealed taco dudes, and by taco dudes I mean taco, and he probably could mean Gene too on this one. I have inherited a small pile of cast bullets, some of which have been lubed and sized. I am ordering some powder coat to powder coat the ones that are not, but was wondering if there is any easy way to remove what is left of the old lube so I can powder coat all of them. Thank you for your help, and thank all of you for putting out the podcast. Okay, so I have tried, there's a lot of like suggestions and stuff on the internet, and I have had the same issue where I had some old cast bullets with lube, and they were undersized. So if you shot them, you get leading in your barrel, which is really irritating. And so I read that if you boil them, then, because it's with a waxy lube.
Get the lube off.
But when you do that, like, it seems like it never got everything off. And then if you try and coat over any type of that wax on the bullet, then the powder coat can't bond properly.
Right.
You probably don't want to use a solvent or something like that.
You do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was going to suggest brake.
So brake cleaner, I've not used that. I wonder if there's
if you boil it and then use the brake cleaner. So
Okay.
you use the boiling to get
the
most
bulk of it.
Yeah, and then just put them in a pan and get a couple of cans of brake clean and go to town with it.
Yeah,
Just
so
don't use brake cleaner in California because it causes cancer there.
yeah, well,
Everything
bullets
does.
do too.
Breathing air does in California.
It's true.
So I was gonna say my preferred method is to take a solvent, and you can get a lacquer thinner and
That would
just pour it. Put the bullets in a container, and then
Just
put,
submerge them in it.
Yes, let it eat away all that wax.
Ooh, there's
And
actually
then-
some automotive solvents, like automotive paint solvents, that would work really well for that.
Yeah.
But
this
again,
is one that I've tried. It works. So you do that, and then you rinse them off, and then do do it again
Okay.
to get any stuff that's left, and then rinse it off, and then you're good.
Nice.
So that's like an easy way where you just let it soak, and it does its thing. So
Cool.
yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. Then we got Tim D. Tim D says, I missed the deadline, but I still wanted to let you guys know what you have meant to me. Aww.
Oh, we're gonna get sentimental.
Over the years, you have all spoke so much into my life. Knowledge, fun, inspiration, intrigue, and just plain interesting. I feel like I know you all, pray for you all, and hope to see you all someday in this world, if not the next.
Okay, now it's getting a little creepy.
Well, I was thinking, doggone it, Tim. I kind of hope we kind of run into him too.
Sure.
Yeah, come to Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look us
why
up.
Come
not?
to Utah. We'll go out and shoot some tree rats or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't guess we have many tree rats here. Mainly ground rats.
Well,
Yeah. Depends.
depends on what you call a tree rat.
Yeah.
So, all right. And B Mellow says, hey, y'all. And then he was asking about Mark, because Mark's voice has been a little raspy.
Yeah.
And he says, reason may have been mentioned on a previous episode, but is he okay? And then he was also asking, or did his beverage just have some additives in it? Or was it a dime bag of insulin?
None of those. I think that is going to be saved for another episode. But Mark has been having some
Health issues. Yeah.
some pretty serious health issues.
We'll let him talk about it.
He's the one that needs to talk about that and let people know what's going on there. But yeah, if you're thinking about Mark, praying for Mark, he can use it.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last one says, I guess this was still part of it. He says, Mike, I'm still waiting to see some Odyssey exclusive videos that YouTube would not allow. Maybe some reloading or casting tutorials or something like that. How about a 600 grain 4570 soft lead subload with accompanying suppressed test? I'd give $40 of LBC to that. I think LBC is like a cryptocurrency that's mixed with Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
So, that would be fun to do. It's just time has been so limited lately.
We've all been.
I've got,
running
like-
in a million different directions.
My daughter just turned 16,
Oh my goodness.
so we're like,
Scary.
It is scary. She doesn't listen to this podcast, so I can say this. Like, it scares me that she is like driving on the road, and if she's driving on the road, there's like lots of kids her age driving on the road who are similarly skilled drivers.
Yes.
And that's enough to make anyone.
What's even scarier is my youngest daughter will be 18 in 2 months.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
So that's it for listener feedback.
Okay.
We should move into what we do with guns.
Okay. We got to make it quick, though.
Okay. I have so much stuff, but I'll do it fast, I promise.
Okay, go.
You go first.
I have shot quite a bit with the Marauder and vanquishing vermin.
I just got to say, I love how he's always shooting air guns.
You know what?
You both are, but he's like always shooting air guns.
It's true.
And
it's partly
like daily.
That's true too. It's because it's easier and more convenient, and it's dirt cheap. But more, it's the convenience thing. I don't have to drive out to the range. I don't have to. I can take care of things with it. I took the red dot off the Marauder, and I put a little 3 to 9 power Bushnell scope that somebody gave me. Here, I'm never going to use this. Do you want it? Okay.
Nice.
It was like super old, but new.
But it
works.
still works.
Yeah. And now I can see things up close and personal.
Nice.
So that's about
that's good.
it. Just, shooting air guns. They're fun.
Gee,
Good time.
what'd you do?
Nothing with my own guns. Like, I don't think I've shot any of my own guns in weeks.
Did you get some tree rats in your shop?
No. In fact, I don't even have any mice out there right now. I've killed them all.
That's good.
It sent a message.
And I'm sitting here wondering, what do those cats do?
They not much.
They're clearly not doing their job.
Although I did find a garter snake today that may or may not have been run over, or it may or may not have been attacked by a cat.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But I've never seen a garter snake in my neighborhood before, so.
You know, I saw one in my yard yesterday or the day before.
No kidding.
And I was guiding it to the chicken coop just to see what their reaction would be. He didn't want to go in.
Yeah.
But I scared him in there, and the chickens just started looking at him all funny.
Wow.
And they didn't
They didn't go nuts.
They didn't know what to
Giant
do with that thing.
worm.
It was just like slithering back and forth.
I'm surprised they didn't try to eat it.
Yeah, mine
Those-
they're kind of wussy.
Yeah,
Like
my
they-
chickens, they if somebody they don't know walks in there, they're eyeballing them on, who's going to eat what off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe I need to feed them less.
maybe.
But
Get a couple of mean ones in
we're
there.
getting good eggs every day.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's been good. But okay, my turn.
Your
Yeah.
turn.
All right, so I've been busy in the reloading room. I have converted about 450, 500 pieces of 10 millimeter Magnum pistol brass into 338 Spectre. I'm getting ready to load just a ton of it because I am always out of that ammo. Because
Nice.
it's fun to shoot.
Me too.
Yeah, you're always out of it.
But probably because I don't own anything that shoots it. But
Yes. So I also cast some 265 grain bullets. It's a new NOE mold that I got, and I just wanted to try it out to see if I could get this will be my cheap subsonic plinker.
Nice.
And
this is
it'll be on the low
338.
end of the bullet weight for subsonic if I could get
Okay.
it to cycle.
Nice.
So 265 grains. I think I could do it, but we'll see.
And what gun is this in? Is this-
I have 3 guns. I have 2 ARs and a bolt gun.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah, I had a Mossberg MVP
Uh-huh.
in 223, rechambered, rebuilt into a 338 Spectre.
Very fun.
It really is fun.
Yeah.
So, I also joined that special club. It's the special chronograph club.
okay.
So a lot of people know about that. It's
I don't
These
know
two
anything
don't.
about it.
yeah. So, anyways, I had to get a new chronograph the other day.
Oh, because you shot your...
Yes. that elite club of chronograph users.
Nice.
But I got this new one because I've had the old one for forever, right? The new one talks to me. It has an app. It has Bluetooth, and I shoot through it, and it says 800 feet per second.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. So
That's kind of neat, kind of.
yeah, it's a shooting crony or Pro Chrono Deluxe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was that was really cool because
That's
I paid less than what I paid for the old one, same brand, but this one came with cool features.
The lesson to be learned here is shoot your old chronograph so you can get the
So
cool
you
new
can
one.
get the new one with Bluetooth.
I don't know what happened. It was an accident.
It's cool though. The app you can keep notes of man, it just for recording and everything. It's just awesome.
Huh.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Cool.
it's pretty cool. I went on a 3.5 day murder spree, a varmint hunt with air guns, and was very, very successful.
Nice.
So this year I had my crown with me, the FX crown.
How did
and-
that compare hiking
Oh
around?
man,
with
I
it
was.
to the
It was
others?
so much better.
Yeah,
But my friend, he still had his Wildcat,
yeah.
and he did really well with that. We were way better this year than last year.
Did you put a sling on it or anything like
Nah,
that?
it's
Okay.
actually doesn't weigh very much. That
Yeah.
the crown with the polymer or
Oh, yeah.
composite.
But
stock,
I know
whatever.
last time you did something similar, that was kind of a complaint. Was the weight of
Yeah, and
guns.
the scope I have on it is way lighter too. So,
Okay.
anyways, very successful. It was awesome to get out of the city and go to the mountains where we were exploring, like just hiking miles and miles and miles,
Nice.
and like didn't see anybody while we were
Love
out there
that.
hiking. And just it's cool. You're just going up and down mountains and everything, and
Nice.
nobody around. So that was super awesome. I finally made the last of the the dummy rounds for the 35 Tacotini, and I sent them off to my buddy Kenny.
Oh, to
So he will get the
get
finishing
the head spacing
reamer.
and all that. or-
Yeah, and then we'll once we get that, we'll also see if what it takes to get Lee to make some dies, like how many minimum we have to do to get some like a 3 die set or something.
Okay.
But that would be really cool.
Cool.
So I helped some friends
I'm
reload.
actually kind of intrigued by that.
I think you would really enjoy that cartridge.
Well, I love big bullets,
Hmm
and I
Gene loves big bullets and he cannot lie.
Yeah. I also cast up a bunch of 338 bullets, some 4570s I was going to mark some subsonic 405s,
Okay.
and I was using an NOE mold for that. I cast some like 535 grain monsters, and I'm probably going to load some of those up subsonic and test those out. But got my second Dillon press set up, so it is like cranking out ammo. So I got one set up. You know how I said I was going to do one with large primers and one with small?
Mm-hmm.
They're both set up for small right now. Because I can crank out the 223 and the 300 blackout on the one, and
Yeah.
then the other one is just dedicated to 9mm
9
so
mil,
far.
yeah.
Friends come over, I help them crank out ammo.
so what you're saying is you need another Dillon press.
Yeah, I tried to add like a what do you call those? Inline fabrication swappable mounts, you know, onto my wife's side of the room.
Yeah.
And
How'd
she
that
said
go over?
she said no.
Yeah.
So I asked her, I was like, "Hey, I know you can say no, but would you be opposed if I put it over in this little corner that you don't ever use?" And she just looked at me and said, "No, you can't do that." So, I loaded up some 50 Action Express rounds. So some of those green hollow points and some solids. And I think I loaded up like 400 rounds.
Well, you've been busy today.
Yeah, today. Today. And then I processed some zinc quill weights and
Oh, yeah.
cast them into ingots, and you can hear the sound.
That's
I
what
brought 'em for-
zinc ingots sound like.
Show and tell. You can actually smack them really hard together, and it
They're
like,
not super
doesn't
soft.
really dent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive how hard they are.
So Kenny's gonna send me his. He has an old Seiko pot or something, a cast iron bottom pour melting pot that I'm gonna use for. He was using it for zinc, so I'm gonna use it for zinc because you don't really want to mix zinc and lead
Yeah.
stuff, or else you get the oatmeal mess or barfy mess or whatever you want to call it. The stuff that floats on the top of the lead pot. So that's what I did.
Awesome. Let's jump into the news.
And now, the news.
And in case you wonder as we get rolling with this, and especially after the last news story, well, not the last one, the one 2 episodes back where we were singing about Triangle Man.
Oh, yeah.
These are real news stories, people. Are you ready?
Maybe.
A suspected robber was shot in the leg by a North Pole homeowner.
Santa Claus?
Early Sunday morning. Troopers responded about 3:30 a.m. Sunday after being notified that an adult male, Santa Claus...
With a white beard.
Oh, wait, no. That an adult male had been shot while attempting to rob a home in the North Pole. The homeowner shot the intruder using a long gun. Which
All right, so Santa shot a home invader with his M1 Garand. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I could see Santa doing that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you think it's a Garand, or what do you think?
I would think it's either Garand, or since it's Santa, it could be a belt fed.
Yeah.
It could be a
Long gun?
BAR. But it wouldn't be
the
just
old
one shot.
BARs, yeah.
And
It wouldn't be just one shot. It'd be like a suspected robber lost both of his legs. And so it probably was a Garand.
yeah.
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 At the home, troopers discovered that the intruder had been struck in the leg and was still alive. The unnamed intruder was taken to a local hospital before being airlifted to an Anchorage hospital.
And then got put on the naughty list.
Based on a preliminary investigation, there is no known connection between the intruder and the homeowner, and the incident appears random. The motive
he's
for the
been on the
attempted
naughty-
burglary is still under... We all know he wanted to steal
wanted
the
the
toys.
toys.
He's been on the naughty list his whole life. That's why there is no connection.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Criminal charges
Because
are-
only someone on the naughty list would try and rob Santa.
No kidding. Criminal charges are pending upon the intruder's release from the hospital and the continuing investigation by troopers. The individual's identity will be released when the intruder has been criminally charged or indicted. The home was occupied by 2 adults, well, we know,
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
and Mrs. Claus,
And a lot of
and a lot of children.
Many children.
There were no injuries reported by the homeowners. So,
Nice.
yeah. Don't go messing with Santa Claus.
I
He'll
know,
bust a cap
geez.
in you. And you know it was Santa because he didn't shoot him in the face like the rest of us would have.
What if
Yeah.
it was Mrs. Claus?
Oh, that'd have been funny.
Could have been.
It could have been. It didn't say.
Probably wasn't an M1 Grand then.
What do you think she used?
MP5.
I'm saying.
MP5.
Said long gun. MP5's a pretty short gun.
Still classified as a
I'm
long
saying.
Well, it depends.
1886, 4570. She almost blew his leg off. And that's
Lever
why it only
action?
took one shot.
gun. Yeah. I could see lever action at the North Pole. That
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
That works.
Well, I mean, in Alaska, I mean, that's kind of the gun that won Alaska is the lever gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
It's the gun that won the West.
But it really won Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the North Pole, apparently.
Yeah.
Quick, let's hit some sponsors. Magholder. Check out magholder.com. Horizontal mag carriers. They just announced they have a fit for the Shield Arms magazine.
Ooh.
So if you've got a Glock 48 or a Glock 43X and you have the high capacity Shield Arms
Double
steel
stack.
double stack magazines, there's now a mag holder that will fit those.
Nice.
So check them out at magholder.com. There's a billion different discount codes. Magholder Mama, get in the van, I have candy.
Yeah. One of those. Those are
Yeah.
the best discounts.
Use one of those. Concealment Solutions, your one-stop holster shop. We will satisfy your holster needs, dreams. Check out concealmentsolutions.com. Use the code SHOWMETHECANDY, and that'll save you some money. And as always, if you order $100, you get free shipping. So
Yeah.
that's pretty easy to do.
And Utah Air Guns, we've mentioned them a lot.
That's right.
But use coupon code
Air Candy.
AirCandy and you will get free shipping and turret stickers.
Yeah, for your Benjamin Marauder pistol.
Or
Or
your
crown.
Crown, FX Crown.
Yeah.
Or your Air Max Catran.
or anything else.
No.
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 Don't look at anything else. Yeah, when I updated our outline sheet, I forgot I had taken them off because the last show was all Utah Air Guns.
It was,
So we didn't need to plug them in addition, so I'll have to add them back in. I'm glad you remembered them.
Yeah. I will say real fast,
No, you won't.
I was there and I got to see a vision. I had a
vision at Utah
I had
Air
a
Guns?
vision. It was like a vision. It was a video of some thermals.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a thermal scope.
But I think I saw that on their Instagram. It's just around the shop.
Now I'm like, well, this one was at a dairy at night
Oh,
shooting some
Bourbon?
starlings. Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
it was no fair.
yeah.
Thermal is a ton of fun.
And so now I'm looking at thermals, but they're so expensive. I think Utah Air Guns needs to donate one thermal optic
To you?
to the podcast.
Oh, I see.
I have the best safe, so I'll store it in my safe.
You keep it there
I'll
for
keep
all
it-
of us.
I'll keep it safe in the safe
Okay.
when I'm not using it.
That sounds fair. Cool. So yeah, check out Utah Air Guns at utahairguns.com. Taco's Top 5.
And now it's time for Taco's Top 5. And for this Top 5 list, it was there's going to be a gun ban and
A complete gun ban.
complete gun ban so that you can only buy and you're limited to buy 5 more guns till the end of your life.
So
You buy
say
5 guns
end
now.
of the month, no more guns, but you can buy 5 more now, and they're grandfathered in, so you can keep them.
Yep.
And it's anything you want.
Anything you want.
Well, yeah, I mean it's what would you buy?
Okay.
Okay. Let's take turns, go around. We'll do
Okay.
the
So one
round
at a time?
robin. Yeah, one
Okay,
at a time.
yeah.
I didn't have very much time to think about this.
So you said 1022,
No.
1022,
I have enough.
1022.
I have enough 1022s. Thank you. You know what
They're
though?
probably cheaper if you
I
buy
was
them by the
looking
crate.
I was looking through my desk at the shop,
And you found a
today,
1022.
but I found an owner's manual for a gun I forgot I had. I was like, oh yeah, I don't think I've even shot that one yet.
What was
What
it?
was it?
It's that the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522 pistol.
Oh, those
Yeah.
are kind of cute.
You
They're-
should, lose it at my house in my
And-
safe.
And what's funny is I was looking at the boxes of all my red dots and everything that I have, and I'm like, I don't even know, where are all of those? Oh, that's where one is. So I found a red dot I was missing
Nice.
also. Anyway,
Nice.
you want me to start?
Yeah.
And this is going to sound funny based on what we were talking about earlier about full auto stuff, but I would buy a Glock 18.
All right. I guess we'll go this direction because I would buy a Glock 18 also.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
Wow.
not buy a Glock.
We've
18.
never had the same gun on our list before.
I know. I don't think we have. That's crazy.
And that's kind of a random one. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mentioned it earlier. I would buy an MP5 that's suppressed.
Yeah.
Full auto,
Yeah, that's.
of course.
Those are good.
They're
Good
fun.
classic, fun.
They're
I'm
fun.
going to
They're
put
useful.
one of
It was
those on my
meant to
list,
be
too.
full auto too.
Yeah.
Like
So-
semi-auto is just silly,
Yeah.
but full auto,
It's
Now we're talking.
right.
Since we're back to me, I'm adding that to my list too.
nice.
What?
I like the MP5, and I
Well, who doesn't like an MP5, especially if it's full auto?
right.
They're they're probably the most controllable 9mm sub gun out there. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just sweet, but carry on.
All right. So this
Taco?
one, I know neither of you guys will have this one, but this one is a Smith Model 52-2.
That's on my list too.
No, it's not. You don't even know what it is.
I know it's a revolver, and
It's
No.
not a revolver.
okay.
It shoots a revolver round.
Huh.
It's a semi-automatic handgun
Okay.
that was for target shooting, and it shot full wad cutters that were flush with the case mouth. 38 special.
Why would you want that?
Because it
Just
was a
'cause it's-
bullseye gun.
It was a bullseye gun.
Oh.
So back
okay.
in the day, you had bullseye shooters who
Yeah.
mostly shot revolvers.
Right.
Smith came out with a 52.
With the semi-auto that.
yeah. So
yeah.
then you
the
don't
fact
have
that it can feed a 38 special with a
Yeah.
rim and a flat, like flush with the case bullet, wad cutter bullet.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Huh.
that took some serious engineering and serious craftsmanship to make them run right.
Yeah.
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 So that one's on
I've
my
actually
list.
And I
been
bet they
wanting
sold
one.
1 million of them.
Less,
Probably
a lot
a
less.
few less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much less.
12.
But I want one as well. Not on my list, but like I'll buy it before that happens.
No, man, the ban is happening.
I want one just for shooting like snakes and pests.
I want to take, so they're made to take a very specific load. I think it
Yeah.
was the 148 grain.
I think so. 148 grain, kind of a mid-range velocity.
So what I want to do is take two 75 grain wad cutters and stack them and have a semi-auto that shoots 2 bullets.
Well, there you go.
Gosh.
Right?
Yeah, be kind of cool.
You could get snakes with that. You get
Yeah.
twice the chance.
Yeah. I'd make a trip to Texas for that one.
Yeah.
Go shoot some snakes.
All right. Okay, what's...
Oh, I think it's back to me.
Yeah,
actually.
it's
Oh.
Gigi.
So, because I wasn't
'Cause
going to
you-
buy
you-
one.
I
for
gotta
this.
think of another one real quick.
So my next one would be a Smith & Wesson registered Magnum.
a Smith & Wesson?
Registered Magnum. That's a pre 27.
Okay.
It's
What's it chambered in?
357 Magnum.
Oh, okay.
They're very nice. Very
Hmm.
very attractive.
Okay. Next one I would want, and I don't know exactly what the model would be, but the old Schofield 45s with
Oh, the
the
brake
brake
top.
action. I really
yeah.
want one of those.
I was
Yeah,
looking at one
those
of
are
those at a
cool.
shop the other day.
They discount had one. It's probably been a year now.
Yeah,
And
Gunny's
I think
has
it was a
one.
new birdie, so it wasn't an old one, but it was
You don't want an old one.
made in spec, you know. Yeah.
If you're going to get one to shoot,
Yeah.
definitely get the Aberti.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Oh, speaking of which, I might get one of those little, what is this? Smith. It's a 32. So it's a 32 Smith & Wesson short,
Oh, nice.
and it's an Ivor Johnson.
Uh-huh.
And so when I get that, I'm gonna have you take a look at it
Yeah.
and see
Yeah,
what
I'm
you
looking
could
at those old guns.
what you could tell me about it, if I can use smokeless in it or not. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways,
Yeah, so that's your gun that you would
no,
Yeah,
no, that's one that
Taco put
32
an Ivor
Ivor
Johnson on his list. That's what I heard.
that's what's like coming. Like I should have it in a couple days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So a friend's giving it to me.
That old
Sweet.
Yeah.
crusty revolver I have hanging on my peg.
But that's
board is
a-
an
isn't
Ivor
that a-
Johnson.
Little,
It could be a top
yeah,
rank.
it's a break
Yeah.
break top.
That's
Yeah.
the one I have is.
Yeah, they're delightful little guns. I like Ivor Johnsons. For the purpose of this list, I would never put an Ivor Johnson
Oh.
on it,
They're not
but
super
yeah.
valuable guns, but
well, and they do break.
yeah.
You know, they're not a super robust design, but they're
They were
All right.
high production stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're up, Taco.
Okay, so I'm taking a 5110 Winchester,
Oh, nice.
and I think you have to get that converted.
You can buy an original.
Do they?
Yeah, they're ridiculously expensive, but they're yeah.
Yeah.
You can get them.
So
Or you
I
can
know
just
you.
order one from Turnbull.
Yeah, I know you can get them built. Get it. I think it's the 1886 action, and then you get rebarreled for 5110.
Yeah, and they have
And,
to do a little
that's-
bit of action work to them, but
Strongest lever gun cartridge right now.
yeah. What is it, like a 400 grain bullet?
I don't know.
Big
It's just
case full of powder.
a big bullet, a lot of powder, and it shoots it pretty fast.
Yeah. So the 5110.
You can blast through steel plates and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like pretty crazy.
So the 5110 is actually very similar to the 500 Black Powder Express that I have
Oh, okay.
in the double rifle.
Yeah.
But in the 1886, it can actually run smokeless powder, and then you've got more power, and you definitely want a
Higher
recoil
pressures,
pad.
more. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll
So,
hurt.
yep.
So in that vein,
Sounds like that will hurt on both ends of it.
oh yes,
Oh, yes.
oh yes. And
Definitely.
speaking of pain, I would go with a 470 Nitro double rifle
Ooh. Ow.
because I'm just sick.
That's interesting.
All right.
Okay, Jason?
And not like this is like a super unusual or anything. It's just something that it's on my list of something that I want right now. And if I can't get it anymore,
Is it a Carcano?
Oh, there's one right there. No, I would like a Henry. It's either the big boy or the golden boy lever action in 45 Colt.
Well,
Okay.
it's not a yeah.
It's not a.
It's not. Isn't the golden boy the little one, the 22?
They
No.
make one that's a center fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one's the big boy.
It's still golden.
Okay.
Brass.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for their purposes. It's,
Brass. So I had one of
Anyway,
those.
It's probably the big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an octagon barrel, brass
Yeah.
shiny receiver,
Mm-hmm.
and I never shot it because it was too pretty to shoot. It was shiny, like really shiny.
they are very shiny.
And the
they put a
bluing was
sock on
done
them
really.
when
yeah.
they
They're-
leave the
they're
factory.
pretty
and they're,
guns.
But
Yeah.
I've never Henrys are great guns. Don't get me wrong. Quality is excellent. They make a good gun. They stand behind it.
Mm-hmm.
They're wonderful in so many ways, but I don't like how they fit. Like when you bring them up, they just feel weird.
I thought you were gonna say that they don't have the loading gate that everybody else has.
They do now.
They
But
do now.
They
On some.
do now on some of them.
Yeah.
But I think they have both, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they're
do.
still
which is
running
like-
both, which is
it's
kind of
like-
odd.
It is a
It
little
is
bit
odd.
odd.
Like
but-
they're running the style that you see on the old bolt action shotguns and the side gate
Yeah.
that Winchester and Marlin and all the normal people use. But Henrys are great.
They
don't,
tout it
don't
as
send hate
being
mail.
the safest because it's easier to unload when you're not firing it to unload it because you can just dump it all out the
Yeah, you
heat
put
Yeah,
tube
there
out the-
is that.
It's so safe that you put your hand right where the bullet comes out. Yeah.
No, you put it underneath
Yeah.
and you do the little twist.
And then
And
you
then
have to
you-
lift it up.
No, then you just dump it. You do a fast dump, and that ejects the tube and the rounds, so your
And
hand's
then you-
not in
then
front
you
of
pick
the
up the
barrel.
tube off the
actually,
ground.
What
Yeah.
happens when you, as soon as
In
you
the dirt.
release that, as soon as you release that, when there's rounds in there, it launches that
Yeah.
thing.
So
Yeah.
you want a couple of spares.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know? No. All right.
Last one?
Last.
No, two more.
No, two more. I got two
Oh,
more.
well, I've done 4.
Yeah, so
So,
I'll go M16 full auto.
Okay.
And the reason being is that, if it's going to be a gun that I can't get in the future, then I'm going to get this one. And I can throw on all my different AR-15 uppers,
There you go.
and make them full auto. Like,
a full auto
who doesn't want a
458
full auto 458 SOCOM?
Yeah, I like it.
I don't.
I would.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
send like a pound of lead per mag, like
Oh, God.
just
Pick your shoulder up off the ground.
Yeah.
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 All right, Gene.
I would go with an M2 carbine.
Okay.
That's the M1, but full auto.
I see where you're going.
Okay.
I've always been intrigued by those, and haven't had a chance to fire an actual M2. But I saw an interview with Mike Venturino, and he was commenting that he thought that the M2 carbine was the most useful of all of the World War II
Yeah.
full autos.
Really?
Yeah,
Because it was
It
accurate.
certainly doesn't
Well, it was
get the
accurate.
most recognition.
it's just useful. Like
Yeah.
it's quite a nice little package, and
But when you think about World War II full autos, that's not the first gun you think
No.
of. You think of the Tommy gun, the grease gun. There's
Yeah.
there's a lot of
The
other options.
Modus.
But
Yeah.
the Modus, you've still got the bar in service. you've
Yeah.
got-
I
Yeah.
should have
All the
put that
stuff.
on my list.
What?
A full auto BAR.
well,
I
that's the
thought
next
about
one
it.
I have.
Yeah, sure. Jason's
I
like,
thought about
what's
it.
that kind of gun again?
What is it? What does it look
Bonnie and Clyde.
like? Yeah,
I know what a bar.
They're
Yeah.
kind of cool.
They
Yeah.
are.
Oh, they're very cool.
I don't know that I would use it though.
I wouldn't.
Shooting 30
You know.
out 6, like,
Like the
Yeah.
30-06 for me, that's like a high precision gun.
Yeah.
Like when I was doing heart shots on deer back in North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
that was with the odd 6.
Yeah.
Like I didn't track anything back home.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I'm sitting in the deer stand, deer comes out, snipe him, wait for the next one to come out, snipe him, day's done. You know, it was just wonderful.
Yeah, but back there, the deer are about the size of a dog.
Well, you also have dogs that are the size of Great Danes, so I mean, you know,
It's true.
we did have quite the range.
all right, Jason, last one.
So this isn't going to be exciting, and again, because I didn't put any time into thinking about it.
So we're getting another 1022?
No. I do not. I only currently own one shotgun. It's a field gun, and I feel like if it's the last thing I can have, I should have a tactical shotgun. Mm-hmm. But I don't have a specific one that I would get right now because I got to research it. Here's the problem with me and shotguns is it's got to be ambidextrous. So I like the
Benelli.
I like the Brownings because they're totally ambidextrous. That's my field.
You can get a tactical Browning.
And maybe that's what I'll get then.
Yeah. And then it's the same as your field gun.
That's true.
And the BPS, I honestly cannot say anything more wonderful about those guns because they're just wonderful.
That's what I have. And I'm pretty sure it was based on your recommendation.
It probably was, but I still have not had one come through for repair.
Yeah.
I get the occasional 870.
Mm-hmm.
I get quite a few Mossbergs.
Yeah. And I did have a Mossberg.
Anything from Turkey comes through as soon as they shoot it. But BPS is great.
Yeah.
Taco, what's your last one?
I felt like I'd go big or go home, and then I'll go big and go home. It's I chose the Barrett M107A1.
That's the semi-auto.
The semi-auto 50 BMG, because
why not?
Because why not? If you can only have 5, BMG, I got a different one.
M2. Get the Modus.
Because then you got to mount it to a vehicle.
Yeah, you could still walk around with this one. You know,
you can walk around with that with the Modus, but you're going to be hunched over after a few feet.
Yeah. So I just think it'd be, one of those like. I'd probably put
run around with one of those, a Modus.
Yeah, he's not much bigger than us.
Yeah, Rambo. Yeah, blowing people's arms off and everything.
Yeah.
So that'd be my choice, and I'd put a red dot on it.
Okay.
And that would be.
I'm quietly judging you over here for that.
Yep. Yep.
My last one would be a grease gun because I just like them.
Yeah. I thought about that because I even have grease gun mags.
I used to have some grease gun mags. And everybody likes the Thompson, and Thompson's cool, and I've shot them. They're probably one of the most unwieldy guns you can get.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather run around with a Modus, just shooting it from the hip. Than shoot another Thompson.
Style.
Yeah. They're cool, they're iconic. But the grease gun, more practical, better gun.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I almost got one of those. It was a what do you call them? Reproduction.
Okay.
It might have been Valkyrie arms. I was doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I was so
close. In a semi-auto or?
Yeah, semi-auto.
Yeah, those
I was going to get it with the pistol length and then SBR it so it could be done right,
Right.
Because they had these like long barrels.
Long pencil barrels.
Yeah, for 16 inches.
Oh,
It looked
remember
horrible.
That.
So I was like, you'd have to get it with the short barrel.
Yeah.
And then either just do it as an SBR and transfer it or something. But I never did. And
I'm surprised.
I somewhat regret it.
I'm surprised with as much as we like this weird stuff that especially you, that you haven't gotten an FFL like an 07 with an SOT.
SOT, yeah.
Because then you can play with all the fun things.
Yes. I'd be like casting and reloading all night long, though.
This is true.
There'd be no time to sleep.
Who needs sleep?
You can sleep when you're dead.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Stay
Always
safe.
a pleasure.
Take someone shooting.
Hopefully we're still entertaining you.
Hopefully.
Apparently that's our job. Dance monkey.
Dance.
Well, entertainment and teaching.
Okay.
Oh,
Light on the education.
yeah, a little bit.
All right. See you next time. Put this little scope on it. I'm looking through the scope, and there's this little head just staring at me. Poof!
And which one were you using on this?
The Benjamin.
Benjamin Marauder
Nice.
pistol.
Yeah.
I love that thing.